So it's a food run. Nothing else than a food run. Yeah, I'm hungry. Hungry, man, hungry. Yeah. So since we're holding up at home all the time, more or less, except I forgot the money. I have to go back again. I just forgot the money. Crap. Only mode? No. So I have no clue how much years or whatever. Yeah, almost 430 dead and 1800 infected, positive, and a few hundred actually recovered. Now I forgot the money, so I have to get home again for getting crap. Yeah, that's so far the stats. But I can drive around, no problem, so
Hunger von Alpride aus Baden.
Not even a problem here.
Ich komme um das dumme Wortspiel nicht drum herum, weil eigentlich geht es jetzt gar nicht um den Hunger, sondern um den Durst. Die neue EP von Alpride, die ist seit heute draussen und heisst Spruce. Das ist das englische Wort für Fichte. Und auch das hat einen Grund, weil physisch gibt es die EP weder auf CD noch auf Vinyl.
I forgot my money.
Fichtenbier.
So I have to go back again and take my money.
Eine klassische Bieridee, erzählt uns der Nico Schultes von Alpride.
Das ist eine Idee von rein geografischem Ursprung. Eigentlich.
Where are you from then?
Ist die Mikrobrauerei, die das Bier für uns braut hat, nur etwa 14 Meter von unserem Proberaum entfernt. Und dementsprechend.
So I have to take my money. I soon come back. Oh crap. So next try. Crap. What a bug. Yeah, so now. So we're on the way. Hopefully. I'm driving way too slow and it has too much positive. Oh god. Zie hoe positieve sturz. Positive camber on the right wheel is more than on the left wheel. Looks somehow weird. Hello, Mr. Teriyaki. Anna, hello. Welcome to Switzerland. Oh, ich fahre heute 30 kommen, hey, das ist nicht normal. Yeah, but that's normal here. We all have, it's pretty much everywhere you have 4G, so pretty much a normal thing in Switzerland. That's nothing very special. Schlaftabletten davon. Quarantine, yes, we have quarantine, but not really as you expect this. So stores don't have open, but you can still move around freely. There is no... Yeah, because I'm using Prism actually to scope, so it's a different app. It's not Periscope itself. I'm actually streaming through a different app. Du, wie fahrst du dort vorne Auto, hey? Jetzt im Kotzen, hey. Like in the USA, but they have also good, so far so good connection actually also in the States. It depends where you are, of course, but yeah, America is unlike bigger than Switzerland, so it's clear that there must be some kind of downside of the, you know, Switzerland is actually a very small country, therefore it's natural that you actually can access easily. No, they were too slow. Already the whole time into the town they were already driving like almost 10 miles too slow. So it's not about actually driving very fast, but to drive at least the speed limits. So that's the point. It's more about the speed limit in itself, so I like when people drive at least the speed limit. Otherwise it makes no sense. Yeah. No, it's just at some point I don't want to wait, because hello, you can drive faster. It was not, he was already actually driving like slower, faster, slower, but still always too slow even. So that's very annoying, because I like to actually drive with cruise control, and if you have people who do not drive constantly the same speed or a different speed at all, then it's just annoying at some point. That's true, I'm a confident driver, yes. I think I have driven enough around. I was driving a lot in my life already, so I'm very aware what's happening around
Sie
me.
sind definitiv noch kein Tipp. Und ihr wartet gespannt auf ihr Debütalbum, das genau heute in 3 Wochen rauskommt. Koschka aus Zürich. Da gerade gehört mit dem ersten und schon mal sehr vielversprechenden Song ab dem Debütalbum Forever Only läuft neu auf Music Fest F3. Bei dem Mann, den wir jetzt noch gehört, bin ich nicht ganz sicher, ob wir auch noch von einem Geheimtipp reden können, weil was auf YouTube und auf Spotify zusammen schon gut 10 Millionen Mal gelost worden ist.
But but I still also make I make some mistakes while driving, so that I'm not out of this.
Dream with You, der Track wird nicht nur in der Schweiz gelost, sondern weltweit, unter anderem in der Türkei, in Mexiko, in Deutschland oder auch in Brasilien. Ein bisschen geheim ist aber vielleicht noch der Mann, der hinter dem Track steht.
No, actually Burger King Run.
Jetzt neu am Start. Heute unser Liebling Wanna Go vom Schweizer DJ und Produzent Blumen.
So that makes it easy for me.
SRF 3, der Song vom Tag.
Er heisst Gabriel Brünnimann, ist 21, lebt in Winterthur und sein Konzert war effektiv eines der letzten, wo
Yes, of course.
gar kein Konzert
But that's pretty much, let's say, more than
Ja, es schwingt ein bisschen Wehmut mit
more than 20 years ago.
Das war eigentlich mega schade, ich habe gerade angefangen live spielen.
So, but that was pretty much the beginning. Well, why I was driving.
Das ist extrem schön.
So, actually, not crashed with someone else actually. So I actually put my first car I had. So BMW. Actually put my first car I had on the roof in winter when I was driving from here to Austria, to Vienna, to be exact.
Wie lange das geht,
So,
das
ja.
weiß im Moment noch niemand. Was wir wissen ist, Blumenkind, das ist ein Name, der
And it was my fault.
Der Melker arbeitet fleissig an neuen
Yeah,
Sounds
because the
und
Burger King
so
right
Sound
next to my
der
home
Familie
is
kann
closed
spielen
due to
bleiben
coronavirus
Das Leben ist
stuff.
natürlich mega.
And every McDonald's is also closed, but because usually I would go like more McDonald's than Burger King.
Blumenkind featuring Tom
But yeah,
Now or Never.
so once a week I'm actually 400 and 432 death.
Wanna Go, das ist ein Song
So,
kommt vom Winter.
but of course we're not like South Korea testing like everyone, so it's very different here. It's more like America. But we have stay at home. So people over 65 cannot go out anymore. They have to stay home. It will be looked for them for go shopping, other people. That's not a problem here.
Vor 2 Jahren sind sie aus dem Nichts auftaucht mit dem Song Love is a Crime. Haben sie mit ihrem düsteren New Wave Sound den Album
Ja.
ziemlich nach hinten genommen.
That's how it's working right now here.
Haben sie neu am Start. Warten
I love
auf
Sea
ihre
Shadow.
Premiere. Genau, da bei srf3.ch.
Yeah, I'm not scoping that many times, of course, because I'm not going out anymore. I'm pretty much staying home all the time right now. Yeah, because they're actually now ramping, because it was actually first the people who have problems now, so they went testing so they can test them in hospital. Because you have to think, if someone is on the first time positive, they test him twice to see if he's really positive. And after the thing, when it gets better and better, they also look if he's still positive twice. So for each person you need at least 4 tests. And that's the point here. So, and as soon as they can ramp up more testing, they're already tested 100,000 or something people in Switzerland. So, hello. And yeah, so we will see. Now before it was always just you have to call your doctor and then say, yeah, you have symptoms like whatever, and he then says if you go testing or not. Now they're starting to change that actually, so you can actually do online, fill out some kind of paperwork and then some kind of testing and tell you what's your symptoms and everything, like you know. And if you do that, then you can actually go by yourself without a doctor to the test. Go testing yourself. That's how it is now. And of course they're ramping up all the necessities of more tests. More tests and more tests and more tests. So they really want to ramp up that stuff. And if they have enough tests, then usually it's full of people here. Full of cars right on the left side, parking everywhere, but now it's like so. So I have arrived. Now I have to get on foot to the store and then take a look. You're welcome. Welcome to Bern. That's actually the main train station of Bern. What you see in front of us. So that's what's going on, yeah. So we will see. Hopefully, the app is Prism, Prism, Prism. This is Bern, yes. The app is Prism. So now I'm getting out and do my stuff, and yeah, we'll see. Let's go buy food. You're welcome. It's actually the easy, because you have a good picture quality and everything, so that's why I'm using it. Yeah, so the beautiful city. No, we're not really in lockdown, so you can still move around. There is no order to. There is an order who says, okay, we should stay home and everything. So we practice that also. Every stores, pretty much just stores for food are open, and or takeaways or delivery. Everything else is closed. So you can't shop stuff. Just can shop food, pretty much. That's it. So the country is somehow on lockdown, but it's not a full lockdown. That's now 3 weeks for now. We do that. So pretty much I was I was out for shopping, more shopping, and again shopping. Now I'm out for food again, and that's pretty much it. I was driving around a little bit just to take some. Okay, same in Ireland. I see. Yeah. So it's not really and it's also, you cannot be more than 5 people together, a group. If you're in a bigger group, they're actually charging you with $100 per person. So yeah. Yeah, it's not like my girlfriend is actually in Peru. So she's Peruvian, and there it's very different. They have actually a strict lockdown, so they can't move outside after 6 in the evening till 5 in the morning. And they also crap. And they can't move around then. And now it's even stricter for them, because they can only men can go out from Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Women can go out on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Sunday is a total lockdown. Yeah, for people in Peru. So that's the hardcore version of that whole thing. So it's not easy there. But it's necessary. No more Tinder dates for you. Yeah, that's... I never had that. Anyway, so who cares? For me, it doesn't matter. So now it's, yeah. The funny part is I still have some masks actually from when I was in in Japan last year. Still, actually, someone I think Osaka World, when I was I had a meeting there. Osaka World gave me one of these, so there are 5 face masks, and I think someone else too gave me another 5 face masks in Japan. So I have 10 face masks at home. So you only go out GI gal in the city. Where are you then from? Yeah, but so far I never used them. But it could change. Stacy. Hello, Stacy. Okay, I'm Mike. Yeah, so. Crap. Yes, Mike is my name. Actually, Michael, but yeah. Oh, it's Mo. Oh, okay. Yeah, Stacy, exactly, from Stacy. I had the face mask. Oh, now I get it. Okay, you changed too many names, so it's always complicated to actually remember who you are. But now I get it. Okay. Okay, good to know. Yeah, so, and I think someone else gave me the other 5 masks. So there's a black one, and then I had a white one. So, because in Austria, actually, one of our neighboring countries to the east has actually the order you cannot enter a shop without a face mask. Oh. Yeah, New York has a hard time, yes. Yeah, it will be the whole country at the end. Will have a hard time because now it's actually traveling in to the flyover states, so to speak. First is always where you can fly because that's the fastest way you travel. And then it starts actually going inside. It's permeating. It's like in Switzerland. The first cases was actually to the border of Italy. So the worst part in Switzerland is actually to the south, bordering to Italy. Because in Italy, most cases are actually in the north. So, yeah. Collins, because it's a different app. It's not Periscope. I'm not using Periscope app. I'm using Prism. Not prison, but Prism. The Prism app. So that's why you can't do that stuff. Yeah. Yeah, and Spain. But Spain is in between France and Switzerland. So France is in between. That's not really. No, what you can see, it's actually also France has a lot of cases, actually also to the border of Switzerland. So the second hotspot is pretty much up north in Switzerland and also in Zurich. So these parts are actually up on top of north of Switzerland. Yeah. Yes, I'm in Switzerland. That's my home country here. Switzerland is my car. No. No, we don't use masks so far. Yeah, Switzerland is a nice country, yes. So, especially I like the direct democracy. Oh, look, the police. It's the police. I want to see the police. That's a police car there. Thank you. Yeah, it's quite easy to learn compared to some other languages. And yeah. You're welcome. I'm trying to do it in a good way, yes. So not always easy, but I can do it somehow. Yeah. So that's pretty much the state as we are. Stats. Swiss German is actually the main language. And then there's French and also Italian and a fourth. So in Switzerland you have 4 official languages. Hello, California. So yes, I do work from home. Yeah, but now it's way down. It's probably just 20% or something, no more than usual work. Yes, Noel. It's also it's mandatory actually in school to learn a second language of the land. So for Swiss German speaking people here, you learn French. For the French, it's actually learning German, and also for the Italian speaking people, they have to learn German. But for the German speaking part, it was actually French, because now there is a second language. They also learn English right now, but when I went to school, they didn't do that, so I pretty much teach myself, and I'm also happy about I don't know. I started actually learning English when I was probably 24, 25, something like that, because then I needed it for the job, but it was usually just understand manuals, computer stuff, IT stuff, because that was all written just in English, so you had to learn that. But that was pretty much a technical stuff going on. And yeah, but it's very different from actually talking with people and understand what they mean, or feelings, or yeah, it was actually easy. So, and then at some point when I was 30, probably 10 years ago or something, then I had to really to start it's not, probably 8 years ago or something. Then I really started, because I couldn't speak at all. Irish, yeah. Little Olive. Great, yeah. Yeah, probably 8 years ago I actually started watching YouTube documentations about stuff I already knew, but in English. So yeah, so I did that, I could somehow understand that somehow, because the documentation is usually easy, and it's more easy if you already understand the topic they have it. So yeah, it was a flyby learning English, and then I switched to like the Walking Dead series. So yeah, and then I realized, okay, I have really not really understood the language of English, because it's really bad. Because in movies or in TV series, you have actually they speak about something you have to understand, but you can't see what they're speaking about, so you have to actually really understand. Thank you. Big brainer. No, it has nothing to do with big brainer. It's more or less like I want to understand. That's the point. And at some point, let's say season 3 of of The Walking Dead, I actually started to understand what they were saying. But of course, I realized later when they translated it into German. So at some point you realize, oh my God, I didn't know they were talking about that. And then it's also, strange. Now it's easy. Now I can watch everything pretty much. And I understand exactly what they're meaning, or... Yeah. So, yeah. No, it wasn't hard to learning. It was more like... Yeah, nothing is really hard to learn when you want to learn it. So... And when I actually started doing scopes and life stuff here, so 3 years ago or something, I then also had to start speaking actually in English. So that made it more difficult, because before I just could listen and I knew exactly what they were talking. So now, 3 years ago, I had to start actually speaking that language. So that was also a different kind of... Yeah, it was actually different than just understand when someone speaks. And because first you actually always start... That's what I realized at some point. When I first learned English, like listening TV series and TV and movies and whatever, I realized, because when I had learned for manuals, let's say that, let's start there. Then I had always the point was, the point was actually I was reading an English text, but I was still thinking in my German language. So I always did that. So I translated, actually, while I was reading, I translated in my brain what it means in German. Now I don't do that anymore. So at some point, when I started really understand what they were saying, what they were saying in the movies or in the series of The Walking Dead, I started actually also think in English. So when I speak with you, I'm actually thinking in English also, like I do in my native language. Rösti. Rösti is the traditional dish. Or that's a very traditional dish. Is that rösti? Or fondue, cheese fondue, or... Yeah. So that's pretty much the 2 hardcore traditional foods. And when I'm now... Yesterday, actually, a friend of mine actually sent me some instruction about his, because I also knew a lot about engines. So how to tune engines and whatever, cams and... Yeah, everything that's car engines or something invokes that, or engine in total, actually. So I understand a lot about that stuff. He sent me actually from a producer of camshafts from England, Kent Cams. He sent me a letter how to tune actually the cams to the crankshaft So I had to read. When I read it, I understand it very well. But I really had because I had to translate it to him while I was reading it. So I realized, oh my God, I really had, that was really a brain fuck for me. Because all of a sudden I had to go back, actually reading in English, but thinking in German. So then, so that took me a few minutes actually to do that again. Because when I read it in English, I understand exactly what I have to do. But then to explain it, I have to translate it into German in my head. So that's somehow weird. Yes. But now I know how to. So, yeah. Yeah, but anyway, huh? We're pretty much on a time where I have to go to the Burger King and then order my stuff. Donation for poor people in Africa. Yeah, it depends what you want to see. So, yeah, of course. There are some parts, I would say, in Switzerland actually you should see is like, of course, cities are always nice, or there are some places like Matterhorn, top of Europe I would go, but it's expensive. But then, yeah, so if I'm a tourist here, I would actually buy a tourist train ticket, tourist pass. So you can then use train, boats, cable cars, and whatever you want for a very reduced price. So for like 3 weeks or something, yeah, that's in the Alps, yes. So, and then I would travel actually around. Because that's a cool thing. I also did that last year in Japan. There is a rail pass you can buy as a tourist. Yeah, it's cheap compared. So yeah, then you can take Shinkansen, not the fastest one, but the second fastest one you can take. It doesn't matter because that stops at some place. It's not a direct train from. Like, so because I was landing, we were there with a group, with a friend of mine, from Switzerland, GL, also Scoper, and then with Casper from the Netherlands, and then John LA, John Ho. So we met first in Hong Kong, we fly to Hong Kong, and then from there we flew. I was flying direct to Tokyo 1 day earlier. Hello, Sult. And they were, so like GL, John Ho, John LA, they were flying a day later to Osaka. Yes, to Osaka. And I was meeting a day earlier, I was meeting Casper because he was also flying to Tokyo. So, and then I bought the rail pass and there was actually take a train ride from Tokyo to Osaka. It's about 3 hours trip. What are you talking about? Black people would take your place. I don't care. Hey, Tracy. There are some weirdos here. I'm actually sitting on the left place, yes, so I'm shifting with the right hand. It's not. Hello. Yeah, so that's pretty much what we're doing here. Yeah, last year we did that trip to Japan. It was actually right now. No, it was from I was flying from 9th of April, so that's next week, a year ago. So in 6 days, a year ago exactly, I was flying to Hong Kong. I was already flying 1 day earlier than GL and John LA. Yes. So, and yeah, that was an interesting trip. Yes, you can. Yeah. I do lots of scopes actually, and I do regularly. Yes, but now it's not that regularly because usually I do pretty much every day when I go to work or do something. But now it's mostly I'm staying home and 500,000 will die. Yeah, we will see how many die. It's a world pandemic. So no one really knows. Now we're actually till the 19th of April, we're pretty much on lockdown. Hi Ute, how are you doing? So, yeah. You're horny, yeah, that's sorry. Then I'm the wrong guy for that. Yeah. Okay, yes, you do. Great. Until May the 3rd. Yeah, but look, probably they will it's for now, and probably they will do that again when it's a few days before that. They will they look how it's the curve, what's going on. They're already talking about like school, it will be closed till summer holidays, means in July no one goes to school probably, so that seems closed. So it's more likely that they will expand it from from the 19th of April till somewhere in May or even into June. There's also a good possibility, because you have to flatten the curve, then we will you will not socializing until a vaccine. Oh, what I miss most, yeah, going to work, pretty much, that's it. Because now it's pretty much always staying at home, do nothing. You want to go to Spain later? Yes, probably you want to go later. Yeah, because Spain has now, the last 24 hours, they lost around 950 people or something died. Just in the last 24 hours. So they have, since 5 days in a row, they have pretty much between 800 and almost 1,000 people dying every single day. So that's a lot in Spain. And in Italy they say, okay, the infection rate actually slowed a little bit down, but just a little bit, it's not really a lot. So, because flatten the curve, the curve is actually there, so the health system can cope with it. Yeah, Milka is actually staying home, huh? She can't go out at all. Only on Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday she can go out. And on Monday, Wednesday and Friday are actually men, and yeah, so they have separated that. And they can only go out from 5 in the morning till 6 in the evening. Yes. So I'm somehow happy I'm back. So I was very lucky actually to come back. A week later I couldn't come back home. So it was pretty much, yeah, a week before it went into lockdown. Because I was leaving on 4th of March, 5th of March I was home. And the 12th of March they actually put a lockdown in Peru. And I mean a strict lockdown. And also actually stopped every flight, closed pretty much the airport for a person transporting. They just, the airports are just open there for goods. So they're just flying, transporting stuff, nothing else. Yes, I eat horse. Yes, we do that, yes. But it's not my favorite meat, actually. It's who has a name? Nazi 666 Satan. What the... what the fuck? Welcome to Florida. So it's, yeah. But there are some parts of Switzerland that actually struggle a lot with yeah. Yeah, here it's over 450, 432 or something it's right now. So the police actually driving just in circles here. So yeah, how it is, huh? So anyway, I have hunger. I need to order food in the Burger King. And then go home, feed my old ladies at home. They're waiting on me. So, okay. I will try to come later on. But it's a good thing in Norway, if they have less. But Norway is way bigger than Switzerland, so that makes also a difference. If you have spread out, the people actually more spread out than it is in Switzerland. Switzerland is a very small country. Okay, so that makes also the difference a little bit sometimes, huh? Okay, people, I say thank you for watching. I'm wishing you a wonderful evening and or afternoon or night or wherever you're in right now. I'm over and out. Probably I will